I told you how desperate I was to get my hands on it. And then Gabby came back and she handed me the letter and I burned it. I tried to burn it in the fireplace. And somehow it gets miraculously resurrected by you.
That's why I called and so abruptly the other day. Samantha grabbed the phone from me and hung up on you. Fed me some nonsense about how I could get into trouble for aiding and abetting a wanted criminal. Of course it was just a ploy to keep you from talking to me, because she knew you'd reveal her betrayal with Lucas. What am I going to do about Samantha? Believe me, I have plans.
All I had to do was put a keylogger on Philip's computer.
Oh, yeah. Keylogger. Nice.
Do you know what a keylogger is?
Of course.
What is it?
It's a... Okay, fine, but do you know what a piffle valve is? Huh?
Touche. You're gonna tell me what a piffle valve is later, but let me explain this to you because it affects us both profoundly. A keylogger is a type of software that records every keystroke that is on a computer. So anything that Philip writes, emails, passwords, I will be able to see.
Oh, that's damn impressive and a little scary.
I know, right?
Yeah. Suddenly this whole world domination thing doesn't seem outside of the bounds of possibility.
I told you, and now that I've got you in the door tight, we can move on from phase one.
Okay. What's phase two?
We watch, we listen, we gather information, we learn everything that we can about the way Philip does business, and then we find the perfect way to sabotage him. I'll take him down so fast and hard, he'll never know what hit him.
Oh, then we take over the company and the entire world if you have your way, right?
Exactly.
Huh. You are a diabolical genius. You know that?
An incredibly hot, diabolical genius.
What messed with Sammy and Lucas?
I probably shouldn't get into it.
Does it have anything to do with them sleeping together behind EJ's back?
Where did you get that idea?
Oh, well, Nicole suspected it, and I'm guessing it's true?
It is. But you can't say anything. Lucas told me this in confidence.
I will not breathe a word of it, but you know what secrets are like in Salem. They have a way of coming out.
Especially if they have a little help.
Philip, what have you done? Why were you even spying on me in the first place?
I was not spying on you. I was a little upset because you hung up on me and I wanted to see you so we could finish our conversation. But when I saw you in front of the fireplace lighting that letter on fire, I don't know, it got me a little bit curious, you know? Starting a fire in the middle of July, I didn't know what you were doing. And then when you left, I fished the letter out of the fireplace and I saw it and I read it. And yes, I admit, I did want to show it to EJ at first.
You did want him to know.
I did, because you know how I feel about you. You know I want to be with you. You know I love you. But I didn't do that because I didn't want to hurt you.
Oh, great. That sounds so sweet. Except all you did was just make sure someone else did the dirty work.
I was upset, okay? I confided in my brother. And I told him how I felt about you and how I felt about EJ.
Whatever happened to discretion?
Listen to me. How would I know that Philip would do that? I thought I could trust him. He was helping me out. He knew I was upset. He came up with this plan. You know, this plan that he made sure that the letter could get to Nicole without it getting traced back to me. But I didn't go along with it. I shut that plan down. I took the letter and I crumpled it up. I threw it away. It's not my fault. How should I know that he was going to go in the trash can and give it to Nicole? I didn't know that.
Well, either way, you got what you wanted. My marriage is blown out of the water. So you gave the letter to Nicole knowing that she would take it to EJ.
That seemed like a great idea at the time. Nicole gets major payback. Lucas gets a shot to be with Sammy.
So Lucas had somebody else do his dirty work.
No, that's where you're wrong. This was all me. Lucas passed on it because as much as he loved Sammy, he didn't want to hurt her. So that's where I picked up the bottle. Or the letter in the trash can, in this case, and ran with it. It's no surprise Lucas isn't showing a lot of gratitude.
Oh, please, because he's such a noble man. He's the guy who faked a brain tumor to get me out of town, like really far out of town, Antarctica. He's not above using questionable methods when it suits him.
I bet you're not happy with me either.
Sammy's marriage blowing up? She deserves it.
But Nicole, we don't know that she's actually lit that match yet.
Knowing Nicole, she's going to use that letter exactly as you intended. And I'm not saying that I approve of your very naughty method, but I did see my best friend's marriage fall apart last night. I would do anything to help her. Right now, I guess I'll just have to settle for seeing Sammy reap the damage that she has sown. Eric came home yesterday to surprise me for our anniversary. It's wonderful. Yes, it was at first. I mean, to get to be with him after all those months, we were so happy. And especially when he told me that he was just going to honor his commitment in Africa and that he was coming home for good. So what happened? Eric suggested that we throw a party, spur of the moment, just some family and friends, and it was perfect. Until Xander showed up. And I'm guessing he didn't come to wish you well. He told everyone that he and I slept together and he enjoyed every minute of it. Son of a bitch, I was hoping he'd keep his damn mouth shut.
You knew about this?
Yeah. I confided in Ava. I don't understand. Nicole, I don't understand why would he expose you now after all of this time, after you gave him a job? I'm guessing money. So Sammy paid him to blow up your marriage. And it worked too, because Eric is on a plane back to Africa. And it's over between us. What the hell is wrong with Sammy? What is her problem? I'm sorry, I know that the two of you were married, but where I come from, you don't just stand back when someone hurts one of your own. Nicole, she's